Playing rugby league is a passion. Sharing the game with your family is a dream. But to see your little brother crack 200 NRL games for South Sydney Rabbitohs, now that is legendary. On the list of Redfern royalty, you've got Sutton, Reynolds, Merritt, Bob McCarthy, Coleman, Sims, and now Thomas Burgess. From all us at the South Sydney family, congratulations, Tommy. We couldn't be more proud.
Tom Burgess has come up with the match winner. And Tom Burgess. Tom Burgess! Burgess from close range. Here's Thomas. He's over. Oh, there's a try by Tom Burgess. There's a celebration of a red and green kind.
Tommy, B, 200 games. First of all, congratulations.
Thanks, lad.
It's an amazing achievement, especially playing in the middle. It's the hardest position to hold in the NRL, and you don't shirk your responsibility, so I must say it's a fantastic achievement. But talk about coming over to Australia. I mean, we all came at different times. You were the last out of the four of us to get here. Did you think you'd be the highest capped out of the four of us after your time?
Definitely not. I always remember the conversation I had with the boys, especially Georgie, I think, on the phone, and I did have an option to sign for Wigan at the time, but South tabled a one-year deal for me. And I thought, I'll just give it, I'll just come out there, give it a crack, see how I go. And at the time, I think, you were flying, Georgie was flying, Bifford, racked up a few games. I just thought I'd be happy just to get out there. And when I first came here, I played for the Bears for the first half of the year, and I was just happy to try and work my way into the team. And I still remember the debut against Para, and so I remember you saying to me, just, you got your shirt now, keep your shirt, keep your spot, and that's what I tried doing.
Well, there is probably a lot of people don't know about. There's a moment in 2010 when you and George first came over after my first season, and we've been for a walk around the Botanical Gardens, and Russell was there, and he said, "Okay, well, who wants to come and play for South Sydney?" And George said, "I do at the moment," and you decided not to. Talk us through your reasoning behind that, and then and why you chose at that point. But then in 2012 or 13, it's a bit different then.
I suppose a bit old-fashioned in that respect as contracts. Like, I've always thought I like to see out my contract when I signed something, and I still had 2 years left with Bradford, and I felt like I had something there I wanted to give to the Bulls, and I'd not made my debut yet, so I was pretty keen on staying, and that's where me and George differed. George was really keen to come out here and just get out here, and no matter what, and I was keen to play, and I sort of established myself with the Bulls, who they'd give me that chance over there, so I was really happy that I did that, looking back.
Stella, you might have mixed up the Burgesses, but big George Burgess was in front of us as Tom scored. I think there was mixed emotions. That one's Tom, that one's George. He said, "Oh no!" He said, "Tom's got 4." I think George is only on 2, so there's a little bit of family competitiveness there.
We were always compared against each other, weren't we, growing up? And
I think it's hard not to compare. You both look exactly the same.
And playing rugby league, same position, like we competed against each other, so it was nice to be able to compete against someone else for a little bit. For a spot, and then, obviously when I got out here, we were back competing against each other again. But luckily, we all managed to get into the team together.
It is a massive night, really, for many people involved in this game tonight. History being rewritten tonight for the first time in over 100 years. 4 brothers will play on the same side on the same day.
Let's talk about some of your fondest moments. What they might look like.
There's plenty. There's a few. I mean, the first one was obviously playing my debut, but then that year after I played, we kept it in the back of our mind. I think we thought, we could all play together at some point. And when we all got in the team together against the Tigers that round at Allianz, that was a pretty cool moment. And
great moment.
I remember we was filming the doco that week too, and I'm really glad we got that little bit of moment in time.
To play, how's it feel, mate? You broke a 103-year record.
Mate, it's a great feeling. Being on the field right at the end there, and and that last tackle together was great. Just one to remember for the family, and just a great feeling.
Was that a planned move? The last set of 6, he's all belted up one after another.
Burgess set.
Burgess set.
At the end of the game, there's a set that's become kind of famous.
All the brothers are on now. Yeah, Thomas is out there, George is there, I'm just checking. Is Sam there?
Yeah, Sam just got a card and ran on, he's on too.
So Luke is on, the try scorer. The twins are out there.
No worries.
Memorable moment for South and the Burgess family.
Call it the Burgess set or whatever, we all took the run. You know, I've been asked this question before, I'd be interested to see your answer. Whose idea was that, and how did you plan that, or if you did it all?
It's funny, I remember like it was yesterday.
Waited for the record set by, or the achievement I should call it, set. Look at this fella George, coming back like it was the first minute of play.
Me and George were lined up as front rowers to accept the kick-off. I think we had another middle, maybe Luke
was playing
in the middle, and you were on the edge.
Yeah, right edge.
So kick-off came, I sort of had a little look to Luke and George as we were setting up, and I thought, this is cool, you know, we could all get a carry in this set.
Now the 4 brothers are out there together. Here goes Tommy, and they pick him up and drive him. 103 years. Here's another one for Thomas Burgess. Since the Normans.
I ended up getting another one, and then you came in for one.
You ball hog.
Yeah, it was just the energy.
They, for Annandale in 1910. What were the names? Ray, Rex, Ron and Bernard.
Well, they've just had all 5 runs in that set of 6.
It was just crazy, and we didn't plan it, but maybe we did.
Well, I believe you there. I don't think I didn't plan it. No one else planned it. The team didn't plan it. We just, I'd say, the energy in the room. There's been a bit of a build-up. I think Isaac was playing 9, and he was almost like a 5th brother at times. You know, he wanted us all to get that ball, and you know, he sort of created it. He's the guy that makes that pass. You know, Bully was a big part of that as well, but it was just a great night, great energy. And
then we put the kick in, and we all went and chased and got in there.
That tackle.
Bill, now they're singing, Gus. Now they're singing.
Got in that tackle, and we forced the error, and that was the end of the game. So.
It was a great night.
It's a marvellous time they're passing through, the South Sydney fans. I'll get the chant going, take me home the Botany Road.
End of the season, I dropped back to the reserves, and
that's right. Yeah.
We made the prelims, same as the first team, and then the first team lost in the prelims.
Oh,
tough one, Manly against Manly, and I did my neck, remember, in that prelim, and we were all in the hospital last game of the season, and I remember you saying, "Oh well, you've been picked by the England coach to play in the World Cup for England," and that was an amazing feeling to hear that. And I never thought I'd play, to be honest. I thought I was just going to go make the numbers up, and luckily
played together, didn't
for us, we all played together. Me and George made our debut against Australia for the first time together alongside you. So I know it wasn't for South, but that was part of South and part of my journey at South, and that was amazing. That experience set us up for 14, you know, like.
Tommy, obviously our dad, a big part of our lives in our early years anyway, and he'd be extremely proud, I know that. I am as your older brother, your best mate, so you know, how do you think he'd be sort of reflecting on your career, and especially your time here at South?
I always think about him, we all do. Not a day goes by, and I suppose it was 15 years, just gone this year, wasn't it?
Yeah, just gone.
15 years that he's passed away. So I was thinking about this the other day. I've actually been alive longer with him passed away than I was with him alive.
Yeah, right.
So it's pretty crazy to think of it like that, and you sort of, it only feels like yesterday, but it's still still with me every game, and I always think about spaces, not faces, and leg drive on contact, and you know, I think what we've created here at Redfern as a family is special, and I feel him around this place from the day
certainly do, yeah.
From the day Russell gave you that card down here with his membership on. Where is it down here?
Yeah, it's down in the corner over there. Yeah. There is a spiritual feeling around Redfern, and I do think you've embraced that. We have as a family, I know, but I know I'd be extremely proud of you, big boy. 200 games, pretty special.
Such a bold effort from him now. Burgess! Tom Burgess! Yes! Oh, he scored! The front row has got there.
Created a bit of a home for yourself here at Redfern. You've got your wife Tali, 2 beautiful girls, Elodie and Sophie. I just imagine Sydney's going to be home. Tommy, now are you?
Yeah, that's it. I mean, we talk about 2014 and the whole thing behind that, but motivation changes, you know, as you grow older. And now well, I've got to talk about my young family. We've got Sophie, Elodie, Talia, and you know, you sort of you play for your family. You know, you got your little unit. You want to make them proud as well as you know, your other family as well. So yeah, I'm very content at the moment with my family, and love them to bits. Do anything for them. So definitely see myself here long term. Got my citizenship now, passport. So
you're the only one, I think, of the 4 of us. The most organised. Believe it or not, he's the only one that's got his citizenship for now. So
last one to arrive in Australia, first one to get
shame on us
citizenship. So what's that say?
Shame on Luke, George, and me as well. So. 200 games for South Sydney. What does it mean to you? What more do you want?
Yeah, well, it means a lot. It means a lot coming out here as a young 20-year-old English lad. Just happy to play 1 game. You know, I mean, a lot of people talk about it, wanting to just play 1 game, but I've always had the ambition to play, you know, leave a legacy, because we've always spoke about legacy as brothers, and I think getting into those areas now with the amount of games, and I just want to keep going with it now. Like, I want to keep having quality games. Not too fussed about the quantity of how many games I'm playing, but I just want to keep playing quality. Like I've said I'd rather play 1 more season of quality than 5 more seasons of average. So
it's a true saying that it's not the quantity of games, it's the quality inside of them. And you know, throughout your 200, you've been extremely great servant to South Sydney, to the game, to your country. You know, when you talk about legendary status at South Sydney, the names are, you know, your John Suttons, your Nathan Merritts, the Isaac Lukes, you know, the spiritual people that have been here before, the Clive Churchill, Ronnie Coots, Bob McCarthy's, Tugger Coleman's, all these great players. You still see them around today, littered around, and you know, Tommy, you're up in that echelon of players now. You've 200 games in the top 10 cap players. Credit to yourself, Tommy. You've been a credit to the Burgess family. And you know, we wish you best for your 200th.
Thanks, lad.
For the rest of your career. And I know you're not done yet. I love you, big boy. Oh, there we go. I wish I could lace my boots up 1 more time with you.
Yeah.
But I'm just not there anymore. So.
It's alright. Maybe for a Rara Valley one day.
Yeah, we'll think about that. Well, I think I'm smarter than that, but you know. And your face is looking all right too, considering you played 200.
On there.
Yeah, probably still the prettiest out of all 4 of us. You know, it's like a beaten favourite sometimes.
Not sure about that. Luke's the model.
Yeah, he's a model. Got a foam roller as well.
It's a speaker.
Well, boys, look at that.
It's a pleasure to play 200 games for South Sydney. Never thought this day would come, and to be honest, I definitely wouldn't be here without these lads here. So.
Proud of you, Tommy.
Love you, boys. Give me a good hug. He only got his debut because I got suspended. So I owe it all to George, actually.
Oh yeah.
move? Had you rehearsed that?
Oh well, they tell me just to go run straight. That's what I did. And there was a bit of a gap through the middle, so I wasn't passing when I got to the fullback.
Gets it back for Burgess.